Find BF if D is the circumcenter of triangle ABC. AC is 9, DE is 1.83, and DF is 1.53. So we're going to move through these slides to find BF. So we know that D is the circumcenter. Get my handy pen here so I can label things. So DE, DF, and DG are the perpendicular bisectors of the triangle. Because DE bisects EC equals 1/2 9, EC equals 1/2 AC. So EC equals 1/2 9 or 4.5. Right, because A to C is 9. D to E is 1 point, oops, that's a really bad 8. Let's try again. This is 9. This is 1.83. And then DF is 1.53. Okay, and this bisects, so we know that here and here have to be the same length. That's why we're dividing 9 by 2 and getting 4.5. The way they wrote that sentence is a little confusing, so I wanted to make sure that I wrote that out for you. Okay, here we go to the next one. Oh, they put that on there for me. Very nice. I'm going to move that over a little bit so you can read the 4.5. Okay. Next, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find DC, the long side right here. So C squared, being DC, is equal to A squared plus B squared, so DE to EC. When we put in our numbers that we know, 1.83 and 4.5, square them, add them together, we get 23.60, and the square root of that is plus or minus 4.86. We do not need the negative 4.86 because distance is never negative. The length cannot be negative, so we're going to use 4.86 for the length from D to C. Then we're going to do the same thing. Let me clean this up a little bit. Because we know that DC is equal to DB, because the circumcenter tells us that these points, these lines here, right, it's equidistant. So we know if this is 4.86, we know this has to be 4.86. Therefore, because DB is 4.86 and we know DF is 1.53, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find this length here, BF. So we're going to substitute in the stuff we know. The 4.86 is our C squared. The 1.53 is A squared. So we plug those in, square them, subtract 2.34 from both sides, and we get 21.28. Take the square root and we get plus or minus 4.61. Again, we don't need to worry about the negative because it's not going to be negative. So 4.61 is our length here for BF. Determine whether the statement is sometimes, always, or never true. Justify your argument. The perpendicular bisectors of a triangle intersect at a point that is equidistant from the sides of the triangle. Is that sometimes true, always true, or never true? Write that down in your notes and have it ready to go for later. And here is your tip for this video. Before solving for unknown measures, analyze the information you're given, develop a plan, and determine the theorems you will need to apply to find a specific measurement.